Cool. So, welcome back everyone for our 10th session today. That's a cool milestone. Yeah, number 10.
A good 10, eh?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yep. 10, 100, multiplied by 10. Yeah, so we'll be picking up from where we left off at our ball, which was just coming to the end of the golden hour, the summertime event part of the evening. You had just come inside after checking outside for signs of the Bullet Gang and hadn't found any. You had been dancing with Garrick Moville, the possible betrayer of Gunther and his friends. You were dancing with Mia, and Finton had been checking up on all of the merchant lords and found them to, for the moment, be chatting about nothing much in particular. Yeah, it's up to you guys who/where you'd like to pick up off from.
We also plan to steal all of the golden statues from people. Before your invisibility wall off.
Oh, that is very
That is
true.
very true. That is very true.
I forgot about that one, and
We're gonna make a frick ton of money if we do.
Yeah, so I'll say you've got like 10 more minutes on your invisibility probably.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, it'll be the next 2 minutes will be the next event kind of thing starting.
If we get more gifts, even more money.
That's
Also true. Lots of
CLP 645.
couldn't get it.
dash.
Cool, yeah, I think in the event of no one having anything particular urgent to pick up from you getting introduced to the dwarven woman, A1 Guddle. Yeah, so Garrick would be walking you over to her. She'd just be chatting on the side of the ballroom floor. You'd walk up and say, Mr. Scuttle, if I may introduce you to a... sorry, I don't believe I got your name, unless I did.
Like her. And
Yes.
I'll do a little curtsy as a unicorn.
She noted that you were the only other dwarf over here, and so I thought I'd introduce you. And she'll turn to you and say, Leica, I don't recognize the name. What clan are you from? Interesting. Very cool. How long have you been away from home?
On a routine visit
Okay.
for now.
Alright, awesome.
But it's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
How long have you been in the city?
I've been here a couple of years now.
A couple of years.
Yeah.
Originally from Three Hammers.
Oh yes, of course, yeah. Yeah.
What drew you to the city?
A very kind old man, Algray, set me up here in the city as a manager of a lot of the farms. He was a dwarf back, also of the Svalbard clan. He set me up here a few years ago, and I run a lot of the farms that supply Timboda's food. You may have seen some of them as you came into the city, depending on what direction. But yeah, that's all me.
Sorry, did you say Algray?
Yes.
Is he in the city?
Not that I know of. I haven't seen him in a couple of years, but yeah.
You'll see Leica just do like a big, deep sigh before regaining her posture. And say, wow, that's lovely to hear. So you are a member of the upper crust, per se. Lots of familiar faces around us.
Yeah, I mean, if invitation to this ball is any indication, then I would say, yeah, it's been a good few years. I've got a rather enviable position here in the city, I think.
Okay, so whereabouts is your business situated in the city?
I've got offices down on the third binding. But run farms all in a ring around Timboda.
Okay, and then what is your relation to Mr. Gattel? Mr. What's the name of
Moville.
Sorry,
I should say, just a casual one. I've made use of his services often enough in the lumber industry.
Mm-hmm.
For various things, carts to pull, various timber to create my barns and whatnot, silos and things like that. So there's been a business relationship, but also every now and again we catch up at events such as these.
Fantastic. I'll say, Mova, darling, I'm terribly parched. Could you please run and get me a drink?
Of course, my lady. And he'll move off.
And then I'll like lean a little bit closer to Shah and be like, I must say that man gives me a little bit of a icky feeling. Is it the same for you?
Roll a persuasion check.
Yes, sorry.
First roll.
20!
Nice.
Dirty 20.
She'll like watch him go and
A dirty little 20.
No!
Dirty, sexy 20.
Stop it!
she'll like watch him go, and then when he's far enough out of earshot, she'll say, "Not his biggest fan, truth be told. I'm in need of a good relationship with him since I need a fair amount of lumber, but he tries a bit too hard to be charming. I think you know, it just doesn't seem natural how friendly he tries to be with everyone."
Yeah, he's been overtly friendly with me. Wandering hand as well.
Ah, I see. That's a bit concerning.
Would you say that he's an honourable gentleman?
I would say that it seems to be. Compared to any of the other people you see here, he's had far fewer scandals regarding his name. But I think all of us here have got some measure of blood in our hands.
I mean, being a well-known business lady in the city, I'm sure you'd know of his business successes. Has he come into any new business lately, or do you know, has he been doing particularly well?
Not as of lately. I was speaking to him earlier this evening, and he alluded to the fact that he believed to soon be coming into some great business successes. But there's been nothing out of the ordinary lately.
And yourself?
Myself, I mean, my business is pretty stable. People always need food. You know, things die down in the winter a bit, but for the most part, I've got, I should say, almost a monopoly on at least the staple crops around here. You know, wheat, barley, things such as that. Exotic fruits and whatever. There are any number of merchants to choose from. But yeah, my business is stable, but good.
That's lovely to hear, Miss Scuttle. Yeah, I mean, beautiful party so far. What do you think?
It's been great. Yeah, Mistress Shroud always does put on very elaborate functions, and this one is so far living up to her name.
Best one in a while, or have yet to be seen?
Yet to be seen. The evening's still young. We'll see where it goes. But looks like something's happening now. She'll point back up, and Shroud has come back down into the orchestra pit, and looks like she's about to address the group.
And then I'll say, I'll whisper to her, well, I'm excited to watch this with you. And I'll just
please have a seat. And, yeah, she's at one of those like round tables with a few chairs. And,
oh, cool.
Yeah, meanwhile,
I'll take my chair and move a little bit closer to her.
Good.
And like be buddy.
Cool. Meanwhile, what you guys doing?
What you gonna do?
What
are you doing?
I'm dancing with Mia and very much.
No, you finished dancing with me.
Okay, fine. I'm standing with Mia.
Chatting about anything in particular, or just?
Just general discussion.
Cool.
I think I have realized that I will probably have to be creepy old man again, just to network, so that I don't run out of funds. So I will kind of just say to her that it was lovely dancing with her, but unfortunately I have to network so that I can afford living, I guess, and then I'll say that I will still interact with her this evening if she does not mind being interacted with by a slimy old man.
Yeah, she'll
and
say
then I'll
that's
be like,
fine
yeah.
as long as you give her a description, because otherwise she would not allow that to happen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll give her a description of Mr. Croxley and then like
Yeah.
oh.
As fetching as she looks in her dress, she does not feel the need to respect upper crust
Oh yeah, no. Understand.
practices of propriety and lack of violence.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and then I'll go find like a spot.
Okay, straight from there.
Well, no, just like stand around, chat a little bit more, and then after a while find like a.
Sure.
I need my tools.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, now that I've done my rounds, my life is supposed to be something around this one.
Okay.
So I just want to scan and see if I can find it.
Sure. Yeah, make a perception check. Hi, you had just walked inside again.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Cool. 7. Yeah. Unfortunately, not able to pick them out in a large number of people, as of yet at least.
I'm basically trying to find anyone in my party because everyone's sort of scattered at this point,
Cool.
which makes me very anxious.
Right. Understandable. Yeah.
Given my hijinks that I just did her spot.
Very reasonable.
I'll follow the smell of fish.
Yeah. Make another perception check, I guess, to follow the fading smell of fish.
Rotten.
Rotten, poisonous fish. Okay, yeah, unfortunately you're a little bit disoriented, coming off of handling the fish yourself.
Oh my gosh. Nothing.
But, yeah, so you make your way around attempting to find the others, but no luck as of yet. Hi, having returned inside, what are you...
I'm just watching over everything, not doing anything.
Okay, anything specific you want to be looking out for, paying attention to?
No, just kind of watching everyone.
Sure, cool. Yeah, you're welcome to make a perception check, just to notice anything out of the ordinary if you like. 6, yeah. Seems to be a crowd enjoying the party. Nevertheless, from all your various points amongst the ballroom, you do all clock Valette Shroud, again at the same place that she was. She holds up her hands for silence and the orchestra draws to a close quickly. Let me just find where am I doing? Cool. Yeah, and she says, friends, this brings us to the end of our golden hour. As the sun sets, I hope you all enjoyed your gift and are continuing to enjoy each other's company. Once more, it is an honor to be your host this evening. And as we move into autumn, our 3rd season of the year. Okay.
Nothing.
As we move into autumn, if I could ask everyone to please clear the dance floor. We have for us a performance by the entertainment troupe known as Sparks of Light, coming from far away to grace us with their presence. And she'll gesture down to the side of the room and or not to the side of the room, down in front of her and through the entrance, so kind of almost walking past you, Jonathan, comes a group of 7 people, all dressed in flame-coloured, like leotards, I want to say, like gymnastics type wear almost, and they kind of like wave to the crowd. The crowd claps politely for them. Yeah, there's 2 gnomes, an elf, a halfling, a Goliath, and 2 humans in this group. So a very eclectic group of people of all variety of genders, race, age, things like that. They will come and set themselves up in the middle of the dance floor, which has now been cleared, and the music will pipe up again. And as it does so, flames rise all around the room, up along the marble walls. And anyone standing by a wall, you can poke at the wall and see there aren't actually flames there, but it's also not an illusion that just is dispelled. It's almost like in the reflection of the marble there are flames, or like there are flames rising up inside inside the marble itself. But the music begins to swell and these flames creep up all around the room. Light emanating from them, but no heat. Some people have a bit of a start as suddenly they find themselves in a burning building, but very quickly people gather that it's the theme. It's, you know, the flame motifs match the colorings of the Sparks Alight uniforms, and the flames are of a very like autumn orange color, like the color of autumn leaves, ranging from that. And the music swells more, and the members of the troupe begin to pace apart and encircle each other, and then the music hits a crescendo, and as a flash they all burst into motion and they begin performing all kinds of acrobatics tricks and daring tricks, often involving fire in some way, shape or form. There's fire blowing in different shapes, there's juggling of fire, there is catapulting one another up through through rings of fire, there's setting one another afire and then miraculously remaining unscathed afterwards. It's overall a very impressive performance, which continues on for a few minutes. So I'll leave it up to you guys what you want to do as the performance is going on, whether or not you'd like to just watch quietly or if you'd like to do anything.
So is this happening in the middle of the room?
Yes.
So where are we sitting?
So there's the dance floor in the middle of the room, and then around the outside of the room is
there's like tables.
So that's where you are.
Gotcha,
So you would be
gotcha.
probably one of the closer people of this current group.
Gotcha.
And then you would have been
Gotcha.
on your way to find Leica, so you would also be on a similar level, just on the outskirts of the room somewhere. Finson would either be on his way down the steps or have already been downstairs. Downstairs, cool. So yeah, the three of you all on the outskirts of this room, and High, you would be kind of on the steps in the entryway, I imagine, looking down on the scene. A lot of the people are still upstairs around the balcony looking down, yeah.
Is Garrett Mobile at the same table as Sean Ruffle and I?
No, he doesn't look like he made a back of the drink. This kind of
Oh, right. Okay.
Just-
Okay.
yeah.
Anybody have any?
We go,
Okay, so we'll chat
Please
again.
do.
Yeah.
I'll lean in a little bit and nudge. So I take it you're from Clan Couple.
Yes, I am.
Are you still on good terms with them?
I mean, relatively good terms. I was a simple farmer. There's, not much to have put me on terms either way. I think most members of the clan wouldn't know me aside from my family and friends. I was rarely no one of import.
It must be hard to be so far from home.
I suppose, but I've got a much better life here, I think. Farming in the dark for my life is not something that I felt like consigning myself to, and so when Old Grey presented me with this opportunity here, I gladly took it.
Was he a nice guy?
Seemed nice enough. I don't make a habit of ever trusting anyone completely who I enter into business with, but if results are any measure of someone, then that speaks pretty highly of him. Among the finest here, from a humble farmer in the Three Hummers, so at the very least he made good in his words to me.
I'll sit back in the chair.
Anyone else doing anything other than admiring the show?
I'm fan like so.
I mean, now's the perfect time. Everybody's in that show.
Shit. If I try and pickpocket people, would that work?
I don't know if
I'm
it
going
will
to
work.
try.
I'm going to join you not knowing. On the other side of the room.
Yeah, so you can both roll
Can't take my wood anyway.
a sleight of hand check, and you can also roll a perception check beforehand if you like to try and eye someone out who does look like they have their statue, if that's what you're going for, or if you're going for just general other
Yeah.
goodies, then you
I'll-
can just do a straight roll. for sleight of
I'll,
hand. Yeah, absolutely.
instead
Yes.
of eyeing people out for their statues, I just want to see who's wearing who looks extravagant, who looks like they.
Sure. Yeah, perception checks.
Gosh, okay.
18 perception.
18 perception, okay.
Yeah.
18 and 19. So you're able to find someone who look rather elaborately dressed, and kind of, it's like looks to be probably like 40-year-old human male, like kind of pale skin. He's in a long golden robe, which looks like it could have any number of things hidden within it. He's got like a thick black beard. So yeah, you're able to spy a woman who looks to just be holding her statue in the crook of her arm, still
Are you still
enraptured by
invisible?
the show.
Invisible. So,
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go for anything big and fancy because I want small stuff that I can fit in my pocket.
Sure. So for you, invisibility, the way it works, right? If you take it from them, it then becomes invisible. But if you were to like pick them up, they wouldn't become invisible, right? They wouldn't make another creature invisible.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't
It's
imagine
all
so.
works.
Like if you give someone a piggyback while you're invisible, can you stack invisibility? I don't think so. I'm just.
I think that's ultimately.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a completely different
Anyways,
spell.
yeah, feel free.
I mean, if the corpse counts as an item.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. But yeah, go ahead and roll sleight of hand, both of you with advantage.
I think you got right there.
Cool.
20? Dirty 20?
Okay, nice. KB!
13.
13.
13.
Oh,
I also heard 30, I was like,
cool.
30?
You come out with a very fancy looking coin purse, inside of which is a single platinum coin. The coin purse is made of velvet and looks to have a decent amount of value to it itself as well, which you could get a place. On a 13, yeah, she feels you tugging and does notice and just looks down and kind of holds it a little bit closer to herself. She's very, very confused. She felt the direction of thought was coming from it, but doesn't think anything more of it. She figures maybe someone just pushed against her or its balance toppled over or something.
You know that really sensitive part in the back of your knee.
Wow, are you gonna Scott Pilgrim that, bro?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna gently tap it. So
Okay.
it buckles a little bit and
Sure.
try and grab it again.
All right.
I'm not attacking
You're
her
not
by any
rolling an
means. I'm just
attack,
trying
right.
to get a little bit of balance.
Are you gonna try to like tickle her?
no, it's like when your friends come up behind you.
Yeah, no, just like
Yeah.
buckle your knee.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'd say just roll a stealth check. It's very easy for you to do that, but just
Straight roll.
with advantage, I think you do have.
I have Peggy with me.
You are invisible.
About 15.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, you dunk her, and for a second she whoop.
When I find the moment,
Sure, yeah, you can make either another sleight of hand check or just a strength check if you'd like to just
I
yank
will
it from her.
definitely not be making a sense check.
Sure.
But,
Yeah, you can do this one at advantage as well because she's falling down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she falls like in a weird way so that she actually just jostles and dodges your hands again and then stands up and is just like looking around her.
this is a German woman. Just gonna turn most upset. Just walk off.
Okay.
As I make my way through the crowd, could I just stick
Yeah.
my fingers up?
How many?
Making my way down now.
Yeah, sure.
How many
Just going at random. You can make up to 5 rolls and you can stop at any point.
Just realize. Oh.
That's an 8.
Oh,
That's our word.
You reach into someone's pocket and they grab your hand and they turn around and say,
Oh, fuck. It's fine.
"Is it fine?"
Yes! It's fine.
They say, "Excuse me, miss, we're trying to enjoy the show. Please kindly keep your hands to yourself, otherwise we will need to ask for you to be escorted out of here. I'm sure you don't want that stain on your reputation." And
Can I pretend to be drunk?
sure, performance check.
The shenanigans continue.
15.
Okay, and how do you prepare? How do you?
No, no, sorry, I thought you were my friend. I'm looking for this really short dwarf chick.
just realised you was talking about me.
I don't know where she is. She was with this guy. I think he owns lumber. I don't know where he is.
Shove off, and they'll just like kind of push you
Yeah.
to the side a bit, but don't press the issue further.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I think I will. How would I? Like, I really want to use Pebby because Pebby's just so cute. Like, I have a scheme in mind where, like, I approach someone or, you know, stand next to someone, and either Pebby decides that, screw this, I'm going to be a menace and just terrorize this person. Or they're like, oh, that's a really cool, she's like a scarf right now.
She's a snake.
Oh, that's true! Oh, see, that's even better. That's not even better. I was totally planning on her being a stoat.
Well, to be fair, because this makes it help in at all. I don't know where the hell you are, but I know that Pippi's with you. So
Okay.
I'm going to try and see through Pippi's senses as I know my invisibility is about to wear off and I do not want to be alone right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fair enough. Yeah, you can do that. And yeah, you see where Zia is, judging from looking through Pebby's eyes. Pebby looks around. Does Pebby know where you are?
Maybe should. I mean, we have to be within 100 feet of each other and we can communicate telepathically.
Right,
So,
yeah, because
seems-
between that, Pebby would communicate Zia's location, so at least you know where she is and the direction that they're walking in at the moment.
I will drop onto all fours and start crawling amongst the crowd to try and get here as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, sure.
See, my whole entire plan was for someone to be like, oh, that's a really cool scarf that you have. And then Pebby would just open it eye and be like, haha, bitch, I'm alive. But that's not gonna work.
What does that then?
See,
What's the resolution?
Right.
imagine, I don't know, it just makes sense in my
I'm just
brain.
gonna tug on the end of your dress once I do find you. I'm here. What are you doing?
I'm trying to alleviate people of their belongings.
My invisibility's about to wear off.
Okay.
Do you want to be invisible?
Ah, fuck yes. Yes.
Okay, cover me for a second.
Yes.
Is the dude that you came as, the illusion thing that you did, does he need to be here?
Technically, yes.
Okay, got it.
I was actually gonna find Lyca so I could disguise myself as him again. So I need to make connections so that I don't run out of funds.
Oh,
And share my clothes.
what does he do again?
He's the carriage owner.
Coxley.
Yes.
Oh yes, that Coxley.
Yes.
Why were you disguised as him?
Because he has lots of money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is he doing? Oh, okay, yeah. Got it.
I need to network
Network.
because my funds are very low and my account is pissed with me.
Duck down a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna like I don't know, duck down a bit. Very suspiciously in a crowded
Make
room.
a stealth check if you like.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm gonna go off to the side of the room and
You're
then.
on the side of the room. Everyone's on the side of the room.
No, I mean like in a not a shadowy corner, but
An alcove.
yeah, if there are any.
Not really.
No.
There's not alcoves as such. You can go
In a
into another room.
Yeah, I know.
The
Like in a big vault.
the lounge room,
Okay.
but it's a very open like space. Like the stealth check wouldn't be hard. Most people are very like it's a very impressive show going on in front of you guys.
Okay, yeah.
So-
I'll just like head to somewhere where people aren't congregating
Yeah, yeah.
as much, and then
Yeah.
and then duck down a bit.
I'll show you and then cast. Cast invisibility on
How
that.
long does this last?
An hour?
Okay, can I go snooping around? What are the conditions of invisibility?
Don't hit anything, don't
Okay.
cast any, well,
I can't cast spells.
illusions?
The jewelry.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, don't do anything like that, I guess.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, and it just makes it so that people can't see you, people can still hear you. So be quiet.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go snoop.
Make an intelligence check for me, real quick.
An intelligence check.
Oh, that's only two.
Can't you reroll two?
No.
No, just once.
Ah,
That's a 6.
Oh man.
Okay.
Ow.
That hurts.
Alright.
Cool. I pass invisibility on her, but mine drops.
Yes. Okay.
Is Pebby invisible?
Maybe we would be invisible with you.
Okay.
She can't be invisible. I mean, she's
I don't
concealed
know,
and these
yeah.
leaves in any case.
Yeah.
Well, it would be really weird, this flying snake.
I mean, that'd be kind of sick, to be
It would
honest,
be.
but no. Cool. Yeah, nevertheless, the show goes on for probably about 15 minutes. It's not like an opera performance, but given the explosiveness and the acrobatic nature of the show, it does feel plenty long. So yeah, eventually,
Before the show ends and she's made off, I'll get the form of drugs with this guy's self.
Really?
Oh, okay.
That's not.
Very short.
Can
You can actually add a foot of
he's
soup
short
with-
for a
Yeah, you
human.
can.
This guy's self.
yeah, you can, I think you can increase or decrease your size by one.
1
Yeah.
foot. I will be very hunched over Croxley.
Yeah, I mean
Cool.
he's short. He's a short guy. I don't know how short you would be.
Like 5.
Oh yeah, he's like
4,
5 foot something. Yeah.
Okay, hunched over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Disguise self, does that, I imagine that would alter your voice along with it,
No.
or-
It just alters my attire and my face.
So you wouldn't have his voice then?
I'm just gonna say, look
Okay.
really creepy and people won't want to deal with you. Although, you can also pretend like you're either really drunk or really sick, since you are shorter. You can be hunched over if you're not feeling well, and try and make as many connections as possible for me. I don't know how good your persuasion is.
So
Please don't
very
screw up.
weirdos.
Please don't screw up.
Any particular connections?
I mean, not really.
How do you
Just
make
anyone
You
with.
would work for this guy?
Technically, I don't know. I have to get his accountant off of his back
Okay.
because I spend a lot of money.
Oh, why didn't you just oh, no, never mind.
Yeah. Also, Mia does know that Mr. Croxley, Zia can be Mr. Croxley. Do not, and I repeat, do not screw around.
Screw around.
Because she thinks
You hear
that I am
voices.
Mr. Croxley.
Where did they come from?
If you
This is
do,
just his innocent.
I will find out and I will torture you.
Yeah, and on Mr. Croxley's face, that expression just looks so
This wicked
creepy.
smile. Okay, I won't do anything too stupid.
Sure.
Okay.
Remember, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you. I'm putting a lot of trust in you by doing this.
Fine. I'll try.
Okay. And we'll face you.
Cool. So off you guys head. And yeah, so as I say, the show eventually comes to a close, which is a grand finale. The music reaches its crescendo, and you know, I mean, there's no beat drop because it's an orchestra, but you know, whatever you call it, that and yeah, there's a final like power pose from everyone in the group. Like a bunch of illusory embers in the shape of leaves fall down from the ceiling, and there is raucous cheering from everyone involved. Yeah, the lad who remained at the top says, wow, quite the incredible performance. Yeah, please, another round of applause for our wonderful performers. And yeah, please feel free to introduce yourselves to them. They'll be hanging around for a little bit. And yeah, please go continue, enjoy the rest of the party. I assure you, all the flames that you see around you, which have remained on the walls, are perfectly harmless, simply here to provide us with a lovely light. And yeah, let us enjoy this now autumn segment of our evening. As she's done this, her dress that she's wearing has changed from a spring to an autumn kind of feel. Yeah, as she does this, a lot of the crowd either begins to move back into the ballroom. Some of them will go up to this troupe to introduce themselves or congratulate them, and a lot more do also head off into that side room that leads to the washrooms to presumably change their outfits into their autumn attire for the evening. Yeah.
Can I continue to pickpocket?
Yeah, you can go ahead. perception check to find your targets, and then
The shot will be
Maybe
the
can
same.
give you advantage now.
Hmm?
Maybe can give you advantage now.
19 perception.
sure. Yeah. Are you looking for a statue or just someone who looks like they might have a
Fancy.
purse in there? Just
Yeah.
cool,
Or jewelry or
Yeah.
whatever.
You can go ahead, roll a sleight of hand with advantage.
16 and 18, so that's 24.
Nice. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, you're able to come out with miraculously you're able to, you go past this woman who has probably the most hair you've ever seen a human have,
Yeah.
and she's got like this hairpin with like a lovely ruby sticking, and you just slip it out as you go past, and her hair just goes, and she's just like, whoa, and makes her way faster towards the thing. But so you have a ruby hairpin, well, a hairpin with a ruby in it. The whole thing is not, ruby, but yes, yeah. She says, if you will excuse me, I'm gonna go change my outfit. It's been lovely talking to you, though. Perhaps we'll converse again sometime.
Let's grab a drink later.
Yes, sounds lovely. Yeah, she'll head off. Hi. What's the move?
Still.
What's the haps? Okay, are you wanting to try pickpocket as well? Listen to
No.
conversations?
I'm
Are
just,
you just
watching
The guy who posed someone? Pickpocket.
okay? With any,
just in case something goes wrong.
just looking for signs of danger
Yeah.
or. Okay, sure. Yeah, you can make another perception check.
7.
Cool. Yeah, still nothing.
I feel like
the food is a little bit more hearty food coming out these days.
I'm gonna go up to high because he's sticking out like a sore fucking thumb.
Yeah.
And looking very
No. No.
thinking with himself.
No.
And
No. Yeah.
I did not do it.
Yes, I should.
And
Continue.
and be like, hello,
Hello.
what you doing?
Supervising.
Could you stand out anymore? Like,
Yes.
I'm gonna be real with you. Can you stand out anymore?
Would you like me to?
I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I think you should take a tour of the room with me. I'll put my hand up.
I'll start walking forward.
No, that's not how it works. Come here. You need to blend in.
I
And as we
am.
walk around, and as we walk around the room, we're going to pick up on conversation. And how you do that is by taking my hand.
Oh, I already did a bunch of that.
Clearly not good enough. Come on.
There's a favorite for the Colosseum of the Trials.
Oh, you actually have been helpful.
I know. I know.
Wow.
Her name is Shemna Kimor. She's expected to win. Everyone's very disappointed with Gunther. Holly! Stop! I don't remember the other one.
The other one was many of the nobles are planning on skipping the first 2 days of the trials,
Yes.
as that's just when
Right.
most of the monks do their own
Yeah.
advancement rituals. And that 2 nights ago, a woman with silvery skin was seen crossing the bridge at the first time.
Yeah, someone with silvery skin was seen crossing one of the bridges. Also, the monks have their own trial thingies, and so most of the nobles will be watching those for the first 2 days instead of watching the regular trials.
No, so most of the nobles are going 2 days late because they don't care about the first 2 days because it's just monk stuff.
What are you saying, Hai? I feel like you're confused by your own information right now.
Yep.
Cool. Stay frosty, and I'm gonna walk away.
Wow, okay.
Alright. Cool, so you're going to walk around the room picking up the conversations?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that until I see Emrys Willow again.
Okay, sure.
I'm sure she's gone to change, so I think I'll just do a little tour.
Yeah,
see
you can
what's
make a
good.
perception check. Finson, What you doing?
I will be trying to find our dear friend Garrick.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can make a perception check. Does you met Garrick, or were you invisible when Mike was speaking to Garrick?
I was invisible, but I
Okay.
can.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you know that they wouldn't know you.
No,
Well, you know me now. That is it.
Okay. So yeah, unfortunately not able to pick him out of the crowd. Your perception check? 19, awesome. Yeah, so quickly, you walked up to High, you were up on the steps, so you had a little bit of a vantage point around the room. You can see that it doesn't look like Willow's, and she's at the bar in the same
At the bar in the same place.
place. So if she did leave the bar, she'd come back to the same place.
I'm gonna go up to her and well, I'm gonna go up to the bar,
Sure.
a little bit like far away from where we're there, and I'm gonna try and like get her eye
Cool.
and do the like classic like look up and down but like noticeable,
Right.
visibly.
Yeah. Before you do that, just roll 2d20s for me.
Aw.
It shouldn't change what you're doing there.
17 and an 8.
On a 19, you were rather perceptive, and there you pick up on two conversations. One of which is just people talking about how recently it seems like crime has been very much higher than normal in the city, especially in the last few days. Less so in the last week, but you know, over the time it's just increased. And you hear the same conversation that someone else had heard, that Tim Bowden bankers are predicting an upcoming period of profit, but have not leaked their sources on that. Yeah, nevertheless, you go up and you do your thing. Do you want to, for funsies, make a charisma check, see how charming you are?
Oh, let's do cheese toast. Oh,
Is that a 2? Is that a 2, KB?
like a why? Fuck, man.
Cool.
That was
So unfortunately, like the angle at which you stand and the angle at which she is from the chair makes it so that you do the look up and down thing, but from her perspective, what she sees is like when you do the 0.5 lens at the forehead thing. That's what you look like to her a little bit. Yeah, nevertheless, she looks down and says, how are you?
lovely, thanks, Miss Willow. Miss Willow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Willow, and then can you just describe what she's wearing again? Also, that was my other intention.
Do you have it?
I do.
Cool.
You wanna? There we go. No.
She is
Lawrence, not the DM.
wearing a long sleeve top, which is now deep green. Her cape has a cape pinned to the shoulders, which is a dark orange. Pants that are flowing and look like a skirt when not in motion. Design at the bottom of the pants has jewels sewn into the
Wait,
fabric,
what is
making it look like snowball. Which part?
Something about the not in motion. What?
Her
when she's
pants look
standing
like a
up.
skirt when she's not in motion.
Oh, cool. Very
And she's still got 10 like golden opal rings on each of her fingers.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay. What does she look like she's drinking?
Wine.
Okay, I'll
Like a rosy tint to her cheeks.
Okay, I'll get the attention of the automaton and ask for what she's having.
Sure.
And then
I'll point out as well that her skin isn't like, she's not white. So to have a rosy tint to her cheeks means that
Right.
there's been a fair amount of wine.
she's less on.
Imbibing.
Yes. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
So tell me, what is it like to run the Charlatans' Palace? I'm sure you must have many a story.
Oh, I didn't come here to talk business. It's a lot of admin and paperwork and making sure vendors pay their fees, and gives me a headache. Don't bother me with that now.
Okay, well then what? How about we trade? I wouldn't say Skinner. How about we trade?
Dwarf lingo.
Yeah. Ancient dwarvish. How about we trade rumors?
Make a persuasion check at advantage because she. Actually, no, not at advantage yet. She is drunk. So if you can
But
persuade
isn't
her
she drunk
once.
all the time? Like she seems like she likes drinking.
Just because she seems like that doesn't mean that she is like that. She might know that.
What am I? Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Why am I using a size 8?
8. She says, perhaps, but feel free to go first. I promise nothing, no.
I'll lean a little bit closer and tell her, I heard that that Mr. Mobile is going to be coming to some business quite soon. Quite exciting, no?
Okay. Yeah, sure. If you're into the politics of how things work around here, I mean, sure, you probably.
Everything's politics, right? I mean, we're in a politically fueled ball right now. I mean, it's all just
like
subtle gestures and
Thumbs up.
I'm completely ignoring
And
it.
hold
Subtle
up the
gestures and just the turn of phrase. Like it's all just deliciously fantastic, isn't it?
Right. Sure. If that's what you enjoy, then great. But please talk to anyone else about it. I
Was your
don't
plan to annoy
care.
her today?
Hey,
Was your plan to annoy her today?
I think just like I wouldn't give a shit. Yeah. Just being a baby. And I'll be like, all right, if that's how you feel, just trying to make polite conversation. And I'll say, what was I gonna say? So are you here with a date tonight?
She says, in a manner of speaking, sure.
Ooh, point them out to me.
They're, she looks around. I'm afraid I don't see them right now, but they're around somewhere.
Okay, well, if you ever want to chat again, then just let me know. I'll be right there. And I'll point to the general.
Yes, I'll
Good luck, darling. And I'll
keep that in mind.
And then I'll get the automaton's attention and be like,
Sure. Yeah, I'll get you water. Oh,
no,
you
for
her?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just cocks his head and then goes back to polishing the glass. Cool. Zia,
Sorry, before we continue.
Yes.
What was the automaton doing the entire time while I was talking to?
he fetched you, or it fetched you your glass of wine, and then it just goes into like its stasis mode. It's just polishing a glass. So whenever it's not interacting with someone, it's just polishing the same glass. Well, not the same glass, but a glass.
Would I know what, like, the build of this particular automaton, like what how it works from about?
Yeah, you can make a intelligence check if you want to figure out how it works, or history check if you're trying to figure out, the make or who might have made it.
Natural 20,
Hey, finally!
22.
Yeah, so looking at the way that its joints move and the way that it functions, you're able to gather pretty much all of the information you could from just looking at it. I don't have the schematics of this,
No, that's fine. Yeah,
but you're able to ascertain like the nature of its power source, likely the breadth of its capabilities. You're able to figure out the mechanism that does make it have arms that can split into 3 arms each, things like that. So you are just looking at it and studying it for a while. You're able to figure out how a lot of its bits and bobs work. You gather that it doesn't have the capacity for speech and does have limited capacity for like understanding instructions, but is in its base form like obedient and will serve drinks however it's commanded within reason, and has a variety of bits and bobs like embedded in its form that can help with such services.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a couple of them you think that given the materials you could probably replicate it. On a natural 20,
Oh.
you some of the logic kind of does click in your brain, and you're like, okay, you know, that makes sense. Talented as you are with crafting, anyways. You do gather it definitely does not look cheap to build this thing, but.
What's the name of the lady that? Lady Shroud, Mistress
Yeah,
Shroud.
Valette Shroud.
Mistress Shroud.
Yeah, either one. Cool. Meanwhile, hi, you still just chilling? Unless.
Well, yeah, just watching over, because I think something is going to go down.
Okay.
You
You are welcome to do other stuff and keep on a lookout. Like it's not gonna, you can roll a perception check to be on a lookout, but then I'll keep that perception check in mind. Similar to what people did when they were watching the fights. They rolled a perception check but then still watched the fights. So just in the interest of very good strategic move from you, but I don't want you to sit here bored unless you're happy to be sitting there.
No,
Just watching.
I'm fine. I don't really
Okay.
have anything else
Sure.
to do.
Yeah, that's okay.
So another perception. check.
Yeah. And just before I move on to Zia, unlucky man.
Been 3 or
You would
4
be.
seconds.
You were looking for.
I was.
You were looking for Mobile, but rolled a 2, so I weren't able to find him yet. So then I will cut to Zia for now, and then I'll come back to you. So Zia, you were able to pickpocket a lady. What are you doing after that in terms of snooping? The layout of the room is such that there is one door on the right side of the room by the bar, which, as far as you've seen, has been where the servants have been coming in and out with food. And then there's 2 doors on the left side of the room, one of which leads into the sitting lounge and the washrooms, and one of which has been closed the whole time. You haven't given a proper thorough look to upstairs to see if doors lead off there.
I want to use my velvet feet to look with people,
Sure.
and then also pickpocket.
Pickle Popple.
Pickpocket people as I go.
Okay. So, are you gonna just do the equivalent of skim reading and go through a bunch of conversations, or do you want to pick a target, see if you can find them, and then read their lips?
I think I'll look for any groups that look like they're having a good time gossiping, like Victorian tea,
Sure.
when they literally just get together to gossip, like
Yeah.
Pearls.
yes,
Yeah.
clutch
Okay.
pearls,
Yeah. Make a
really
perception
gossip.
check for me.
Okay. 9.
9. Okay. Yeah. Roll a d20.
16.
16. You hear that one of the groups that does look like they're to be having very animated gossip. You intently focus in on them and lip read, but you're very disappointed by what you hear. It's that what's her name? Let me find it. Kiara Zale, one of the nobles here, is planning on sending her son to the monastery. Since he's been acting up and stuff, and the others seem to find that this is very enticing and not really gossip. But unfortunately for now, that's all you can pick up. You can roll another perception check to again find another likely target for pickpocketing. 11. Okay, sure. Yeah, you can roll a sleight of hand check at advantage since you're invisible.
Wow. 18.
Why do you sound so despondent?
Because it was 11 and 12.
Oh, I see. Cool. Yeah, you get another purse out of someone's thing, and this one holds 4 platinum coins in them.
Is the purse of any value?
It looks to be of good make. You are not a
I mean,
appraiser of purses.
could I get it appraised?
Yeah, you could.
Oh,
You can get anything appraised.
Yeah, I know, but would it be worth my while? Like,
Probably get it appraised.
like the other. Okay, fine. I'll get the other one appraised then.
They seem to be of similar quality. Yeah. Cool. As you, yes.
I
Anything?
want to then just skim read people's
Skim read, sure.
conversations.
Yeah, you can make another perception check for that.
What do you think?
Meanwhile, having struggled in the crowd with your height.
I have had enough of looking on my own. I'm
Yes.
just gonna grab the closest person next to me, and
Cool.
in my base Croxley impression and say, "You over there, have you seen a golden-haired man in a white and black suit, out of place?"
And they say, Mr. Croxley, I haven't seen you around this evening, but yes, I believe he's up there on the entrance way. He's been standing there for quite some time. I'm not sure if he's right in the head, but there you go.
Very good, thank you. I'm just going to ignore them and walk off in the direction of I.
Cool.
Gingerly make my way up the stairs. I'm hunched over, but I've also, with my disguise self, have this illusionary cane that I'm going to use to climb up the stairs
Nice.
in the direction of I.
Cool.
And once I get him, I'll say, "You boy, come with me."
Is he here?
"Yes, come.
Okay,
I might need your strong arm for something.
sure.
Keep an eye out for Gerrick. That was his name?
Yeah, Garrick Mobile.
We need to find him."
I'll keep an eye out for him.
Another perception check. What did you get on your perception check?
Oh, yes, that's 3, so 4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nothing.
roll a d20.
7. These dice hate me. All of my dice hate
We
me.
should all trade dice because
Yeah.
we're all rolling shit.
Quite possibly.
I mean,
Please.
besides this one.
Here.
Feel free.
Yeah, you hear what one of the others also heard that Dendrick Pike's been floating an island he purchased in the Golden Shores, which is people find very interesting and quite noteworthy to them. Yeah, perception check to find Garrick. 16. Yeah, you're able to spot him.
Yes.
He is looks to be back on the dance floor and is currently chatting to the Goliath of the Sparks of Light troop.
There he is.
Maintain a reasonable distance. I have business to tend to.
Okay.
If I look like I'm in trouble, strong.
Sure. Should I not just come behind you for intimidation?
Hmm?
This could be the
What
most
said you might recognize your face.
stupid decision I've ever made.
Okay, I'll watch from over here.
That's fine. Oh, I have plans. One of them will be derailed, but it's fine.
So you guys are waiting for now for when he finishes this conversation to slip in, or
I'm staying
Just-
back.
okay, so you're standing nearby him,
Very much it.
and
Yeah,
you
I'm
I'll
approaching,
approach.
slowly trying to read when the guy told them to jump in.
Sure, yeah. Meanwhile, Leica,
Sorry.
no worries. After heading away from the automaton, where would you be heading?
I want to go. I want to look to see if I can find Mistress Charlotte.
Cool. Yeah, perception check, and Lindsay, I'll come back to you now. Yeah, you can make a. I guess it would be a perception check to just judge a lull in the conversation to introduce yourself.
Oh.
Or insight check.
Yeah, 17.
Oi!
On your die,
Beautiful.
thank you.
Beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find the time and slip in without it seeming like much of a thing.
Mr. Mohor, I don't think we've had the pleasure this evening.
Everyone turns and says, "Excuse me, yes," looks down a bit and shakes your hand.
I will drink up. As I see him putting out his hand, I know I'm a lot shorter than him. I'm going to use my mage hand to shake his hand.
Clever, nice. You do that without. Actually, yeah, make a sleight of hand check, just because your mage hand, I think, would be smaller than Mr. Croxley's hand, because it would be a halfling mage hand. I don't know how that works, but.
50? No, 30.
Still, yeah, chilling. You wouldn't have expected a hand to be smaller than, so it's, yeah, would have been a challenge to fail that one. But yeah, he says, yes, Garrick Movor, I haven't seen you around this evening. How have you been enjoying the festivities?
You know, I don't like this sort of events, but it's good to be out and socializing with the upper echelon.
Indeed it is. Here, you must meet my new friend over here. This is Teshar Gills, the Goliath will lean down and say, pleasure to meet you. Mr. Gills over here was just regaling me of the travels his troop has been on. They appear to have been all over Marth. Quite remarkable. What brings you over to our conversation?
I'd actually like to discuss some business with you.
Ah, I see. And I'll turn to Gills and say, my apologies, good sir. Such is the pain of a working man, but a true pleasure, and congratulations once more to you and your troop. And he'll, lead you guys away and say, yes, very well then. What is your proposal?
Perhaps we should find us quite a spot to find out.
Absolutely, yeah, sure. We can, and he'll just guide you to any one of the tables that you guys can have a seat down at.
Turn, keep an eye on him to make sure that he's
Yeah,
sleeping.
I'll follow from
Sure.
a distance.
I will maintain a little bit of a distance, and when I have him, I will try and see through Pibby's senses
Okay.
where I might be able to find.
Sure. I think Zia would be on the other side of the room at the moment. Looks like
Invisible.
I will try to, in my movement, point in her direction, cast a message, and say, I have Mr. Mobile, if you're interested.
Interested in doing what?
Not
Business.
quite sure yet, but
Torture?
Lord business.
I think you're better equipped to handle if this goes south.
I was going to snoop. I can keep doing this spell or whatever, so I can make sure that you're not. Oh, I guess I could wander over. What exactly are you? What do you want my help with?
I'd like you to just be close in case he murders me.
Okay, I don't think he would. But
Sure.
okay. Yeah, yes, Mr. Croxley is not a. He's very much not a competitor.
Okay.
He's
Maybe
the
if you
reveal
notice
there.
Mobile pulling a knife. I'm joking.
Alright,
That's a whodunit, guys.
Yeah.
I'm heading over to, and I'll just describe the
We're
area
playing
that
Pluto now.
I'll just describe the area that I'm going to with.
Sure.
Okay, so
Cool.
that's getting those.
Awesome. Cool. Your perception check on finding Shroud? 18? Yeah, you're able to find her. She is trolling the upper echelons, just being a classic socialite.
Is she by? Oh, okay. So she's not by herself. She's like checking in.
She's kind of, she's by herself, but she is kind of always in conversation. Like she moves from one person to, oh, hello, how are you doing? And then to you. Just very much playing the role of like entertaining host. But it doesn't look like it would be too hard to get a word with her.
Yeah, I think when she's in between conversations, I'll brisk past her and get her attention and say, "Lovely party, Mistress Shroud. I must say the entertainment this evening has been rather lovely."
She'll look down and say, yes, thank you very much. I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting you.
Like the Svalbard, pleasure to meet you.
Bella Shroud, the honor's mine. So, yeah, tell me, I haven't seen you around before. Whose party are you in?
Mr. Croxley's. Yes, he's a rather handsome individual, and we met by mere chance a couple of weeks ago. So he is, treating myself and the rest of the party that we attend.
I see.
It's a really lovely time.
And you aren't from the city, I take it?
No, a bit further off from the Three Hammers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's an honor to have one so far travelled in my humble abode.
Right, and I mean
Humongous mansion.
and I mean the evening has not failed to impress. Mistress, it's been a rather great time to rival the great parties that the dwarves even throw.
Wow.
Have you ever visited the Three Hammers yourself?
I'm afraid I have not had the pleasure. Been in Timboda most of my life. It's in order to set yourself up in such a position as I am, it requires decades of work. I have not had the chance to make such a trip.
Say, if you were a betting lady, which I'm not too sure if you are, but say if you were, who would you bet your gold on for the upcoming Colosseum trials?
Now that is the golden question. There's been a lot of people talking about that tonight. There's a few people that have caught my ear. Yeah, there's one Mephisto Schwarz who seems to have garnered a fair amount of support, even from the halls themselves. The employees there seem to believe that he was a singularly impressive applicant. I know the monastery has put their bets behind Shemna Kimor, an Eladrin woman from the monastery. I'd have to go between two of those. Of course, there is Eliseo Stoutarm, the son of Maxim here, who's been bragging to older youths that with the new shield his father's found for him that he is undefeatable. But I think there's a good chance that's a lot of youthful bravado. Then again, generally speaking, in the years I've been here at least, most of the true forces of the competition prefer to keep their movements unknown, and so there's a decent chance that these names are small fish in the greater pond. But we shall see. We shall see. And yourself, do you have any competitors you've got your eye on?
No, I'm kind of seeing where everybody plays their bets and kind of taking it from there.
A wise move.
Yeah, what is the your automaton has caught my eye.
Yes.
Mistress Shroud. Where did you acquire that?
Yeah, so they've been with me many years. I trust I am, I admit I'm impartial to a fancy bar, and so when I found myself in a position of success, it was one of the first things that I treated myself to. But I got this automaton from an old gnomish adventurer from a small village in Camvalor. He had a workshop there that he worked out of. Was the name of Marsham Goots was the name.
What a talented man, person.
Indeed. Nevertheless, I hate to be impolite, but I must continue on. And she gestures and looks like there are a couple of other people waiting.
I'll just like cheers, it's a lollipop.
That's right. Cool. Yeah, meanwhile, you guys going to talk to Garrick. He'll sit you guys at a table and let you lead with the with your proposal.
Quite an eventful evening, would you say?
Mildly, yes. It's been good fun for one such as myself.
I found myself quite enraptured at some of the wild rumors spreading amongst the crowd.
But you know, I mean,
I'm so sorry.
it's cool. It's cool. I mean, you know the types of circles that run around here. I mean, you know, I personally figure that's why you don't often find yourself at these things, because mindless gossip is often all these people are good for.
Quite true. Mindless gossip, but turns out the gossip is true this time. I heard about dear friend Gunther. Awful business.
Yes, truly a tragedy. Always sad when a member of the nobility is falls to such dark depths and casts a bad light on the rest of us. And I mean, you know, as a man of means yourself, how important it is that we maintain our ways for the good of Timboda.
Of course, and those who benefit in the downfall of our competition, they seem to prosper evermore.
Indeed, such is life. Yeah.
Heard that you might be one of those people.
His expression will kind of go like suspicious for a second, and he'll quickly mask and say, "Oh, where pray tell did you hear that?"
Oh, about we've been circling. Had quite an interesting conversation with Merchant Lord Adam.
Oh yeah. And what did he tell you from that?
I suppose I need a drink to answer that question. Maybe a chat.
Very well. I'll be right back. Don't you move. And he'll walk off, and then like you'll see him glance back like a little bit nervously at you, and then head off towards the bar.
At that point, I will message back in his direction. I think you might want to keep an eye on your friend.
Why?
Oh, no reason. Just want to see where he.
Garrick.
Garrick.
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay.
Just dropping little hints. Mr. Croxton might be in the know. Hope that doesn't complicate.
You're gonna get him killed. Fine, I will tail this guy. I will tail him. Find out what he's doing. I tail him.
Cool. Yeah. He heads to the bar.
I'm just gonna keep following him, and I'm gonna pickpocket people as I go.
Okay. If you want to pickpocket people while you go, you're going to need to make an investigation check to continue following him, because it is first of all trying to find him and then follow him through a dense crowd.
I mean, I would have moved towards where they were.
Yeah, you'd know the general direction.
Station.
But if you want to, if you want to keep your eye on him and pickpocket, you'll need to pass a check or two.
Could I not? Once he gets to the bar, I'll just wait around, and then while he's waiting at the bar, could I pickpocket people?
Yeah,
instead
sure.
of- Do I get a bucket with Pebby?
That is in on what they're doing, so I assume so.
I mean, you've got advantage on all sleight of hand anyway,
You're
because you're
invisible.
invisible. You can have advantage in a perception check to find a... Actually, no, Pebby couldn't really help you with your perception, so straight perception roll, advantage in sleight of hand. And then
And
also...
then perception.
Okay. And then just so everyone knows, the kind of time of day now is like the light is fading, the sky's mostly black, not a couple of faint orange glows still on the horizon, but for the most part it's getting into night. The ball will still continue for a long time afterwards, but yeah, the sun sets at the end of the golden hour, and so just in terms of atmosphere, yeah.
Sleight of hand. 21.
Yeah.
And I also want to keep my my eyes open for any gossip.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, you're able to slip a silver watch out of someone's pocket. It's one of those watches in a chain, stopwatch in a chain. And so you said what? Keep your eye out for gossip.
Gossip, yeah.
Yeah, you can make another perception check. Although, yeah, as your hand comes out of with the watch, you turn back and you see Mobile walking away from the bar with 2 drinks in hand. Looks to be heading back towards where Finson was. So you can follow him or stay and listen for gossip. Cool. Yeah, he'll just wend his way back and arrive back at your table, plop the drink down and say, so, about your conversation with Master Aaron.
Heard that you're interested in some of the properties, particularly the carpenters.
Well, that wasn't the import that I attempted to convey to him. No, Master Aaron was believed that it seems that I have done good work for the city over the last few months and was seeking to reward me by bestowing upon me some of the carpentry businesses left without a stone following Strythe's unfortunate situation. Yeah, many of those businesses are ran by the more common folk, and without someone to quickly pick up the helm, those businesses would fall through and countless jobs would be lost. And Aaron felt that I, given my experience with timber, would be one well suited to picking those up.
Fascinating. And perhaps how interested lie in
Oh yeah?
I'm letting you cook. I'm letting you
no
cook.
idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Sure.
I have a 0 in my charisma. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm letting you go.
Let him cook. 5-star meal.
The Troxley name is known throughout Cambodia.
Indeed.
Perhaps somebody of my standing backing you might help in your cause.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, the 10.
10? Yeah, he says, I'm afraid your name is well known, but as is your reputation, especially with the brothels, and that's not something that I
Dirty man.
particularly feel like tying to my name. So you have my respect for your eye of a businessman, but I'm not interested in such a partnership at this time.
Dare accuse me of having dirty hands.
Oh, fuck. Mr. Croxley's gonna die.
Oh, shit.
Very much so.
You and your friends of the Chancellor's cuffs seem to be the ones with the dirty hands.
Oh, shit.
And I'll make an insight check.
Mr. Croxley's gonna
Keep
die
the expression on
tonight.
his face.
Sure, yeah, make an insight
That
check.
means I will see us gonna die. Whoop, whoop.
I got it.
It's an 11.
Okay.
11?
Sure you
Yeah, you're not able to make out much in his expression. He is a... How close are you to him?
I would have tailed him, so I would probably be
sure,
letting
you want to roll
around.
insight?
You are not gonna get me killed.
Don't worry, I've got this.
Everybody's got this apparently.
18.
18. As he says that, you can see his... What flashes through his expression is... fear when he says, "You dare accuse me," but then quickly goes into relief when he mentions the Chancellor's cuffs, and then fades back into the perfect socialite mask of unreadable emotion. And he says, "Sir Croxley, that is quite the accusation.
I'm just gonna raise my glass. I'm gonna cast Gift of Gab, which will
Okay.
make him forget the last 6 seconds of our conversation.
Whoa.
And I'll say, I don't believe we've cheersed. And that's the somatic, the verbal component, which is all he will do from that conversation.
Nice.
Wow.
From the whole conversation?
From that
From that
last
6 seconds. Okay, great, sure. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, very well.
Nice.
Bystanders would have heard that, right? Being like Zia, the magic doesn't affect their memory. Okay,
Yes,
cool.
sir.
Just cool. Perfect. Okay, great. Cool. Nice. With that in mind, Laika, what have you been doing after your conversation with Mrs. Shroud? Although actually, let me pause you right there, and I think we can take a break here, get some food, if that's cool with everyone.
See.
Cool. Awesome. Be away for a break, and then be back in 2 seconds. See ya. So, welcome back, everyone, and we'll pick up right where we left off. You had just finished talking to Mistress Valet Shroud, and we're about to wander off and do something else. Meanwhile, you guys had just clicked with Mobile. So, where are you heading?
I'd like to go back and find Gosh Shuttle.
Cool.
I think this will be one of the last things I'll do for the evening unless there's antics
Sure.
that everybody else will engage in.
Cool.
I think my last solo venture, but I'll go up to her and naturally enter myself into conversation, and I'll say, so do you know of any any easy ways to get property in the city?
Just say, I don't know about easier ways than normal. There are a few ways that are better than using an agent.
Well, do you have any plots of land for sale, or is your strengths more outside?
I'm afraid, yeah, not so much in the city. I just own the swaths of farmland outside. I own my own keep, but not more than
In
that.
the city?
Yes. If you're looking for property of your own, you can always go to property auctions. If someone passes away with no clear heir, then the state will take their possessions and auction them off most often. Otherwise, in some of the more extreme gamblers' circles around here. Some people will wager plots of land, but obviously that's got a fairly high buy-in. Yeah, I'm afraid Timboda is very much the place to be. It's not the easiest thing getting property here, in any safe portion of the city at the very least. The lower you go, there's plenty of abandoned places. It wouldn't be hard to acquire a deed for one of those plots.
Okay, cool. I'll politely talk a little bit more and then I'll on.
Sure.
I'll try and go find Ian.
Cool. Yeah, currently invisible, so
I know.
a little bit of a challenge, but yeah, fair enough that you're on the lookout for that. Yeah, you're welcome to make a perception check as you go. And yeah, what would you be doing after clinking with Mobile? And or you three are kind of in each other's vicinity.
Probably, yeah. How is business?
Business has been good as of late. Yeah, I mean the lumber business there's always construction going on. You know, it's business will continue to do well. You know, in summer such as we are. Unless does anyone remember that I've said if we're not in summer? I don't think I've said what season we're in.
Autumn.
I mean, like in the proper world, what season it is. I don't think I mentioned.
No.
Yeah, because it really doesn't matter. But in summer, such as we are, wildfires can be rather devastating if the forests burn down where I'm, harvesting from. Then things suddenly turn quite south. So yeah, things have been good.
The number comes from inside, outside of remote?
Oh, outside. I ship various kinds of wood. I myself chop down from forests just nearby in the Untamed Wilds, but then I act as a merchant and agent for wood from all over Morith, and see that it is supplied throughout the city.
Aslan. And how has your exports been doing?
I'm afraid that's not so much my specialty. I'm more of an importer. I don't tend to export much. I just distribute within the city, and most of the construction here in the city goes through me. That which needs lumber anyways. So I find myself quite busy enough with just handling one city. For now, I'm quite content not to embark on an international venture.
Understandable. It's quite a pity. I imagine that in the Golden Shores, you find quite a bit of interested fellows looking for navigable ships.
You might be quite right there, but I'm not sure if I would want to entrust the lives of my workers or my own coin to a bunch of sodden pirates. They don't have the best reputation.
That is maybe something more reputable. If you don't know anybody that is quite good with modes of transport. Well, I believe my time here is past. It's been a pleasant conversation. If you do ever change your mind,
I will keep you in
I'm
mind.
more than happy to do business with
Very well. It's been a pleasure. Enjoy your evening further. Cool. Yeah, and he'll also get up and wander off.
I'm just gonna, as a boss, I don't know where Zia is.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna go, I think I need a change of plans. That was terrifying.
DM question. Is Garrick Movor a honk sure or honk meanie me?
Oh, that's such a good question. Roll insight.
I see what you mean. I see what you
He
mean.
is.
I went in on this.
Yeah.
I'm also watching.
Go ahead.
Oh my god. Are we just all rolling
Yeah,
inside?
roll
I don't
insight.
know why I put them up half.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a natural day. The dumbest thing, the only one I've got it tonight. What is he?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
12.
Beautiful.
Bonk you.
It wasn't good.
Alright. You can tell that he snores. You can tell that he's got more of a snorting type of snore. Lauren, and you're on a natural 20 observing him with the thing. You can tell that the last few days he's been sleeping really poorly, and that's been making him snore a lot more, as if something heavy was weighing on his mind. On a nat 20.
Oh my god, my darkness actually breathes inside.
He's neither. He's a.
Oh god.
The worst of them all!
He's got
Yeah.
sleep apnea.
Did irreparable damage to my lungs. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so it's your guys' interaction now.
Oh my gosh. You were a gem, KB.
Genius.
Aww.
The MVP of the ball so far, you figured out how to build an automaton almost. DM question my ass. You knew what you were trying to do there.
Oh, yeah.
Sadistic mastermind.
That'll be funny. Wait, what?
It's just them now. There's, yeah, Movil walked off, so it's these two within eye distance of each other, and they're presumably standing around invisible somewhere.
Could I have seen Mr. Coxey by now?
You make a perception check.
Can I make my way over to Mia?
You make a
The
perception
spice
check to
map.
look for her.
Natural one.
Nah.
20! Perception, look for Mia.
Yeah, you can find her.
Don't
She
hurt.
is looks like similar to Rebecca Aram, has like just taken a whole plate of the hors d'oeuvres and is sitting in a corner, kind of softly glaring at people who get too close to her.
This is me.
Yeah, Mia. But she's eating not a horribly gross treat. Definitely not as refined as any of the people would here, you know, because none of them would grab the plate of hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
But she's very much not messy. You know?
I think I'll just watch from a distance and then kind of like approach her,
Yeah.
and I'm planning on not giving her a fright, but just being like,
This is gonna be great.
ha! I'm invisible now. I'm met up with Finzen and he's Mr. Croxley, so if he does approach you, it's not me. Yeah, I'm invisible. I'm going to go snoop around if you want to join me. I don't know how you'd see me, but yeah, I'm going to go do shenanigans.
She'll say, well, there's a lot to keep track of here. Why do you guys keep changing into other people? It feels like a lot of work to me.
Well, I don't know why Finzen decided to be Mr. Croxley. I'm invisible. I was going to be Mr. Croxley because I needed to do some mercantile things, make sure that my business does not fall apart. And then I was going to go snoop around anyway. Yeah,
Fair enough.
I don't know what Finzen's.
Well then, can I go home then?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me, and our dance was truly lovely. I really enjoyed that, but I hate all of these people and don't want to be in here for much
Can I
longer.
kill anyone for you? It'll bring me a lot of joy.
It's very sweet, Zia, but I don't think it would be in your best interest at the moment to leave a corpse here.
Boring.
I just suppose I have.
Yeah, so I'll stick around if you would like to spend any more time together, but if you're off on your business, as is fair for you to be, I will humbly take my leave. Cool. Are you around? Should I hug you, kiss you goodbye, or just?
I would love a kiss goodbye. Can I just like kiss her instead?
Yeah.
Because her trying to kiss an invisible person is very strange.
Yeah.
So I'll just give her a peck on the cheek.
Cool. Yeah, she'll say, all right, bye then. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Look forward to it.
How early?
8, we said.
Okay. Okay, 8 and at your place.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I won't show up as Zia. I'll show up as the person who you saw before.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You told me.
Mhm.
Yeah. Cool.
Just
Right. And yeah, she'll start to walk out with the tray of hors d'oeuvres. She's not going to be that high. Cool. Meanwhile, you two back. Okay.
I'm going to regret this. Mommy.
Okay.
Chicks. They head up the stairs, open the table to Mr. Aaron.
Cool.
Oh, are you still Mr. Croxley?
He's
He's not there at the same table.
That's true.
Uh,
Classing about
Perception. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
16.
19.
Nice. Yeah, you do both spot him. He looks to be kind of behind the orchestra pit, and looks to be talking with Dendrick Pike, one of the other merchant lords, who you eavesdropped on earlier, in quite not secluded. They are not like hidden or anything, but there's no one else behind the orchestra pit as well. So looks to be having a private word.
Interesting. I don't know what's happening in that conversation.
We can go.
Or just gonna stand balance on is there like a banister? I'm just gonna hold up to the banister and then again look through the senses to try and identify what he might be.
Yeah, this would probably be. You'd probably see like her walking away from here, heading towards.
I'm also going upstairs. Actually, no, that door that's been closed off. I want to go and look at that door.
Sure, yeah, heading towards the closed door, which is on the left side of the ballroom, down below.
How close am I to her?
You would be probably about. Like 45 feet. Maybe.
That's good enough. I'm just gonna once again message you at a distance and say, this early interesting conversation happening between Mr. Denver Pike and Mr. Aaron behind the orchestra. Very interesting eavesdropping. Very interesting conversation. They seem to be going at. They're not making out.
Okay, yeah, I'll. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'll eavesdrop and then check out this door. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
Take care
It's
of your
very
business.
it's very useful. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'll go head down.
I'll say you've probably got like 30 minutes left on your invisibility. It lasts for an hour, right? Yeah, cool. I'll say 30 minutes. Yeah, you're welcome to head up the stairs without too much trouble from Finn's and destruction. You can see the conversation they're talking about. You're welcome to make a stealth check as you approach.
Stealth check.
It's an advantage because you're invisible.
Oh my gosh, maths. 23.
Nice.
I rolled a 3 first,
Yeah.
and now I rolled a 15.
You're lucky. One of them rolled an 18 in their perception.
Oh, yeah.
Just because they are, you can see as you approach that they are very wary. They're looking about. But
I'm still going to hide behind whatever I'm behind.
yeah, sure. You can duck down like
Instinct!
duck down slightly into the
Yeah.
orchestra pit,
Yeah.
just on like that first step and hide behind him. And you can see, Dendrick Pike is looking a bit nervous, and Aaron is looking confident around. And you hear Dendrick Pike saying, "So the invasion, will that still? Is everything on par for that?" And Aaron said, "You fool, man! Why are you discussing these things with me? Of course, everything's taken care of." And Pike says, "But the monastery, they're quite strong. How do we know that our measures will safely incapacitate them?" And says, "It's all taken care of. Listen, or run away to your island if you need to, but things are far too far along now for you to get cold feet." And Pike says, "Not cold feet. This was my idea. Remember, I just want to make sure that things are aptly taken care of. This has been too long worked for to be messed up now." And Aram says, completely lost my train of thought. He says, "Never mind, just keep doing your part, and things will work out. Now, be gone. You've already spoken of this far too much. And they'll split up and both walk opposite ways around the sides of the room.
Do I have Pebby? Can I?
Would you have been watching through Pebby's eyes?
I would have.
Cool. Yeah, you did. I had to say.
Is this the dude that got hit by a fish? The other dude.
Lightly tapped on the head, yes. Yes.
I'm
He's
just
tripping balls right now.
no.
His tips.
Didn't
Yeah.
seem to be any effect of that.
I'm just gonna say to Pebby, I'm going to put you on the floor, and hopefully you follow one of them. I'm not going to like actively put Pebby on the floor. I'll just like hold my hand down so that Pebby can move if you want her to. And if she doesn't, then I'll just keep Pebby. Yeah, but then I'll follow Dendrick.
Sure. Cool. Yeah, he heads around his side of the balcony, which takes you to the opposite side of the room that Finzen and them were on. And he just slots into another conversation with seemingly one of the first few people that he runs into.
I'll wait around listening to that conversation for a little bit.
Sure.
And then if that doesn't prove to be fruitful, I will head back towards the door.
As you start listening, it's he's asking them about how they're finding the party, what they thought of the performers, if they've spoken to any of the performers, things like that. Which of the seasons was their favourite so far. Sure.
You should slither as fast as possible to catch up. Slither her.
Cool.
She's got a 30 feet movement speed. I'm just gonna get dash.
Alright, yeah.
Get as close as possible. He's waiting full blade form, right?
Yes. And she would not be invisible now, but she's all.
not invisible, but she can carry out the small guard this
Yes.
way.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to command her to try and slip between the places of armor into one of his boots.
Okay. You can roll a stealth check.
Wow. Crazy. Crazy, bro.
19.
Ooh.
Check something.
He's wearing metal armor. He can sense.
Sense of snakes.
Why did it sense spike?
Ooh.
Ooh.
No, that's probably how they met up.
That's true.
Yeah. Heavy slips.
Snakes.
Because you rolled an 18, right?
A 19.
A 19. Okay, cool. Yeah. Heavy slips it, seemingly unnoticed. Nice.
Let's see.
Keep
Slither
on
there.
onto the banister and convey his movement through. I'll keep an eye there. I hate this so much. Oh, speaking of, also convey what we heard.
Cool. Awesome. Meanwhile, Zia, you find yourself at this closed door at the bottom.
Can I test if it's unlocked?
Sure. It's locked.
I'm going to reach into one of my pockets and take out my. Oh wait, no! I'm going to check if it has a trap on it, like just to see if it'll sound an alarm if it's
Okay.
open or whatever.
Investigation.
We learn from this.
Yes, very much.
Although it was lucky you learned when you did, because now if that alarm went,
That
would
would
be
be insane.
when that happened, there was nothing going on. 8. No traps.
That. No traps. Don't make the confident. Can I try and peek through the keyhole?
Yeah. Perception check at disadvantage.
5.
There's a room beyond.
Wow!
5? That's 15, bro.
At disadvantage.
Oh.
I would have been a 16.
Right. There's not a key in the other side of the keyhole.
That is true. You never account for those keys.
No.
Can I try and unlock it?
With lockpicking stuff, I think. Yeah. Sleight of hand plus proficiency.
Yeah.
Or if you're roll plus dex plus proficiency, I think. Because if
Sleight
you're
of
already
hand,
proficient in
then
sleight of
proficiency.
hand, it's double proficiency.
I don't know. We've always done it with sleight of hand.
Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. That's fine.
I rolled 16, then plus 6, or plus 8.
Yeah, you're able to open the door.
What, can I peek into the room?
Are you just... Because you're invisible, right?
Yeah.
Is the door just whoop, open? Is
No,
it just a crack?
no,
Is it
it's
just-
just a crack.
Cool. Yeah, you peek into a room and it looks to be a hallway beyond with 2 guards stationed at the end of it.
Ah, shit. Okay. Ah. Okay, the door is unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to close it again.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go check out any of the doors upstairs.
Okay.
See?
Don't be vague though.
Dude, for how long she's been wanting to snoop,
I know!
she gave up remarkably easily.
But you, like, I'm not giving up. I'm just,
Yeah, I know.
if there are any rooms upstairs,
Yeah.
then I would preferably check if those are guarded.
Sure.
So I think I'll do that.
Cool.
I'm very much inquisitive, but I'm also weighing up the pros and cons of having this locked door open so I can fit through it.
Yes.
I can always, can I look for Finzen?
Probably
Yeah.
Profinzen.
Because I want to say I have a place for Pebby to sneak through. Oh, look for Finzen.
Yeah, perception check, yeah. Meanwhile, like, feel free to jump in if you do ever think of something you'd like to do whilst there.
I did have something.
8.
8.
I thought that was a 1.
Nah, he's too short.
Oh, even though he's standing on a banister.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're downstairs, so
Yeah, I'll go upstairs.
cool.
Look at the doors.
Yeah, you find all the doors upstairs to be locked except for some that lead out onto a balcony that looks like people are not so much using anymore. It was more in the warmer part of the evening. People were sitting out and admiring the view across the ocean and the flowers in the grounds, but not many people out there. But yeah, there are 4 doors upstairs, 2 on one side, 2 on the others, each of which is locked.
Can I peek through the keyholes?
Yes, that's 4 perception checks,
What's this
all at disadvantage.
Oh.
12.
Okay, through one looks to be a bedroom,
Okay. 13.
through another looks to be, as best you can figure, like a spa kind of a room.
11.
Can't see the next one.
13.
You can see just a sitting room, the last one.
Okay.
And then in each of these doors, there's doors leading from those into more rooms. Like it's a mansion, it's just rooms and rooms and rooms, but these are the ones you see.
Interesting. Okay, I'm going to try and look for Finzen again.
Sure.
Because none of that was useful, so I'll
Yeah,
go
perception.
check. 11.
Yeah, that's chill. You're upstairs, you're on the same level as Mr. Nice and Hard. You see him, or you see Mr. Croxley rather, who you recognise as Finzen and High, chilling on across the balcony from when you'd ended up.
Yeah, so I
but
think I'll.
yeah. Sure. In the meanwhile, Leica, what would you like to do?
Oh, I wanted to go to. No, I'm just gonna. If I couldn't find so yeah, I'll look for Finzen.
Sure. Yeah, perception check.
That's not going to work.
Nope. Oh, natural 1.
Damn.
Makes sense.
I'll tell you, you can roll 2 d20s for me because you have been chilling around, so you'd have heard a couple of conversations pass by.
Oh, a natural 20 and a 50.
Is my dice the 15?
Okay, so the 15 is something someone's heard before, which is that one of Willem's restaurants has been serving expired food. You also hear a very similar conversation to the one between the two merchant lords, between the Oliak's siblings in the secluded section of the downstairs floor. Pretty much covering all the same information that theirs did about the an invasion that they mentioned.
Gotcha.
Again, it's yeah. In this case, it's not exactly the same, but for the sake of same material information, it's Jacob is more of the nervous one, and Fleur is kind of the assuring them things will be fine. But yeah. Anyways, you go and find Finton, and are invisible. And so you do find him on your roll. Or you find Foxley.
Yeah, I think I'll just that door I went to go check out is locked. Well, no, it was locked. There were guards at the end of the passage. I want to sneak Penny and see if she can see anything, because having the door open to fit me through, which was a locked door, doesn't make sense logic-wise. So I want to.
Just laugh because I'm seeing and hearing the Pippi senses I'm blind.
Fuck. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that
That's
works.
tough. You're just watching the inside of a man's boot, which is also just, there's no light in the inside of his boot.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'll just be talking and
He's right next to you. He would have heard it.
yeah, I mean,
He's just standing there, he's not doing it all.
Just this blind, deaf old man standing at the banister, and this invisible person talking to him.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I think I'll kind of try and tap you on the shoulder.
He's in beast mode right now.
Let him cook.
Well, then where's Penny?
Heavy is following.
I'm going to go be a dumbass and check the door out.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the door.
Sure. Yeah, it's open. You can make a dex check if you like to slip inside by opening it as little as possible.
What am I adding? Just straight
It's a
check.
dex check, yeah.
8.
Damn. Yeah,
Oh shit.
you try and open it and squeeze through, but you stumble a little bit and it does open the same amount a normal door would. And one of the guards kind of taps his mate on the shoulder with a spear, so he's like, what's that? And one of them remains, one of them starts approaching just to check out the door. You are invisible.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check at advantage.
Oh, they're both 12s. 20.
Nice. Yeah, just
Shut
one of the side of one.
Oh my
of the wall.
gosh.
And he walks past you, looks at the door, sees that it's unlocked, and just very confused for a bit, but just does close it again and leaves it like that, and begins to
Shit.
return to his post.
How much time did you guys invisibility?
It's fine.
About 25 minutes.
Yeah. I have to deal with 2 guards, and I can't. I'm just gonna slowly
Yeah.
try testing the other doors to see if they're locked or not.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So down at the end of this passageway, there's just 2 doors. There's one to the right, one to the left, on either side of the guards. So it's
Is it
guards,
just the 2
and then-
guards?
yeah, there's 2 guards and there's 2 doors. The rest of the passageway is bare. So you're welcome to make another stealth check. Just knock as softly as you can, but it is a couple of meters away from the guards.
Oh no, I will just try the door handles.
Okay.
See if they unlock.
Yeah. The one is locked and the one seems to open.
Seems to be open. Okay. So I'm not gonna open the door.
Yeah.
So I'm just
No.
gonna-
Yeah. Just feeling at the handle.
Can I? Are the guards doing anything? Or are they just?
They're guarding. They're standing for the most part. They seem.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate my job, but no.
Not in the few seconds you're standing here. After seeing the door mysteriously open, they're perhaps a little bit more to be safe, let's pay attention.
Everyone's going
So
to
then
go
more
open the door
percent.
again. Probably, yes.
Probably.
And I cannot get out of this situation.
Honk shoe in the corner.
Technically, I can still speak. But okay,
Draw them out.
I have to consider it. Consider my next thing that I can do. Oh gosh, because
While you do that, can
Yes,
I
please.
save Zia and then go up to no, I don't know what to do. Go up to Emma's Willow. Is she still at the bar? Is she like passed out, or is it?
Nah, she's like
She's a steady horse.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
She's well practiced.
Who was shaking? It's a chill.
Not me.
Somebody was shaking on the.
No, it was me.
Okay. I was gonna say Jonathan. And I'll see Bestie. What's up?
Make a persuasion or like a charisma or
At what point does she just
devil?
gulp down the rest of her wine and then she sees like a
16.
16. She's like, you. I enjoyed talking to you earlier.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Brilliant. First of all, I wanted to say there's an absolute hottie over there in that direction. I'll point that way. She look.
Like Keela?
Cool. And while she does that, I want to put the suggestion potion.
Sure.
in.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand.
Wait, if I need to drink it in order to get advantage on.
No, it's just you can choose.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool. Yeah, it's fine. She's drunk and you made her look the other way. It's not.
cool.
Yeah.
I honestly thought you were going to do that thing of like, oh look, there's a really attractive person over there. Point and then run over. Yeah.
It's not too late. She's very drunk.
Yeah, and luckily as well, it's like a dark wine, so the flakes of stuff don't is not easily visible as it's dissolving.
Fantastic. And then when she comes back, I'll say, well, cheers to a lovely evening and some really lovely wine.
So I'll drink to that, and yeah, drink.
Did.
Meanwhile, yeah, you in Pemby senses and the snake in Aram's boot. This guy, a fish, a snake, what's next? Yeah, you really can't hear anything because you're in his boot, but he does seem to just be, you can kind of hear the like vibrations of his voice, I guess, which seems to be talking in a normal social tone, and by that I mean seems to be being incredibly rude to everyone, but doesn't seem to be anywhere especially like secret or whatever. So you kind of do just get the sense that he's also just gone back to his version of mingling, which is just bullying people.
So, where's the last bit it is about this bit? Find a nice little corner to hide in so I can pick up.
Nice. Meanwhile, Zia, you decided.
I have not, but I do have shenanigan planned. I'm going to go back to the door
Okay.
and kind of slowly, like just open it. Like, how do I describe this? So that it's not properly closed. Like the
Yeah, so
The mechanism
so a
has
breeze
it
would blow
locked.
open
Yeah.
type thing. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
And then if I'll wait like a couple minutes just to see if it does open by itself, like with a breeze or whatever. And if it doesn't, I'll tug it open.
Sure. Cool.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. No, that's what D&D is. While that's happening, what are you saying to Willow?
I wanted to be like, so have any of the, I'll lean a little bit closer and be like, so just girl to girl, has any of the merchant lords ever visited the sharks and founds?
Just say, think so. There's a lot of things worth going to there.
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
has any of them bought anything untoward?
Probably. They're scummed, a lot of them. I mean, everyone is you, me. This, you know, you can't spit. So just kind of like fizzle out and then take another gulp and continue. But as I was saying, I would wager that all of them have been there at some time or another, but I'm afraid I don't keep track of their receipts. I monitor the people going in and out, but I'm not that corrupt that I track everyone and what they buy there.
Okay. Hey, have you ever heard of the flagship mirror?
Yes. Why?
That's just the place I was looking for. I was wondering if you could point me in the right direction.
Some fool came to me a while ago wanting to set up a shop called that, but didn't like my fees, so I sent him packing. Wouldn't let him set up in my neck of the woods.
Okay. I'll hang around a little bit more. While I think of something.
Cool. Yeah, the door doesn't seem to just drift open.
I shall open it a little bit, see what the guards do.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, one of the guys is again just like, again with this, I thought it was supposed to be locked. He's just like, yeah, I'll go check again. And he walks up and looks at the door and just looking around and calls back, check if the lock's broken. And he's like, yeah, okay. And he's like, tries to fiddle with the door, see. Calls back, it's not locked. What do we do? And he's like, I mean, I guess just close it again. See if you can put something heavy behind it. I mean, you know, I don't think we'll get into too much trouble if someone sees that there's a hallway here. And I was like, yeah, fair enough. And so we'll move like a pot plant in front of the door so it won't just open by itself. And then we'll go back and stand there with the other guys. So,
While they're busy having this conversation, can I... Which... There are the two doors.
yes,
And there are the two guards.
yes.
So one door is unlocked.
Yeah, seems to be.
Which one was the one that the guard left to check on the door?
The guard left from the right door, and it seems to be the same door that's unlocked.
Okay. Because I can't... Because... What have I done? Okay, I'm going to attempt to slowly and very inconspicuously open the other door.
Okay,
This is where I quick save my game and then just save scum.
right. Make a stealth check.
An advantage?
No.
Yeah.
You have advantage to not be seen, but a door opening is
16.
Oh,
16. Okay, yeah. You're able to open it and quickly slip in and softly close it behind you. And as far as you can tell, at least he didn't call out an alarm to his companion. Yeah, on the other side of the room is a very plush looking sitting room. And at the back of that room, another door leads into this. At the end of this room, an open doorway leads into what you can, from here, kind of vaguely make out as what's probably a study. And with your passive perception, you can hear sounds coming from inside the study. General rummaging sounds.
Can I eavesdrop? Can I look at the keyhole?
Mm-hmm. There's no keyhole. The door's open.
Oh, ooh, okay. Can I?
Yeah. Someone's paying a lot of attention.
No. You have no idea
There's been a lot of doors.
Fair enough.
how anxious I was that someone was going to be in this room.
Oh,
and
sure.
um,
You hear the sound of rummaging. How do you not know?
he had the sound of rogue shit happening.
Yes, I know I hear the sound of rogue shit happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look into the study and try and see
Yeah.
who or what is rummaging around.
Cool. Yeah, there is a.
Roll initiative.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, it's a very large, very nice study, and it looks to be part study, part like records room.
Mhm.
There looks to be a lot of cabinets. There's a large, like ornate desk of like a beautiful mahogany wood. There's a couple of like tapestries on the walls and carvings, things to make it like a nice office. It's very much a nice office. And currently going through some of the drawers is a man with kind of like a deep brown tan skin, and is wearing all manner of kind of in autumn colors. Looks to be wearing what is essentially equivalent to a very long like strip of fabric that has been wrapped around him like many times in many different ways to form various patterns in a very fashionable way. He's got like a bit of a beard and a bit of a moustache going, and like a turban type headwear on his head. Yeah, roll for me a history check.
Are you my mom?
30-20.
You recognize this as with slightly different clothes and with a different skin tone now to be Django from Django's Games.
Okay.
And as far as you can tell, he looks to just be searching through various drawers at the moment. It's not leaving a mess. But yeah, he has like a pleasant expression on his face and is like whistling and humming quietly to himself as he goes.
Sorry.
Jesus, he's getting the bananas on him.
I will look for any tattoos, golden dagger tattoos.
Sure. No need for a roll. You can't see. It's covered in.
I'm going to try and slink into the room because I do know that when Finzen's been invisible, Mia has somehow still noticed him. So I'm going to try and be as quiet as possible.
Sure. Yeah. You've got advantage. You can't get double advantage, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because Mia has not got aura.
That is very true. 27.
Thank
Nice.
goodness.
Yeah. You make it.
It still would have been a 10.
Yeah. You slip into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Soft as a breeze with the 27.
Wow.
Yeah. He doesn't seem to notice you.
The wind.
He's like,
Mm-hmm.
Could I? Fuck. Oh, shit. Do I want to be stupid?
Of course. Why are you even asking this question?
I mean, you slapped tapped someone lightly on the head with a fish.
Just a merchant lord.
Exactly. Like, I am very tempted to
Kill Django.
not kill him.
Do it.
I'm not going to kill him. I'm not killing him. But I will try and get up behind him.
Who done it?
And
Okay.
kinda, like, dagger to throat, be like, what are you doing here?
Okay.
I'm not doing this, I'm debating it. I'm debating it.
That wasn't clear.
Okay.
No, because I was like, do I want to be stupid and do this?
Right. Okay.
Okay.
My other option would be to just search the room.
Kill him.
I'm not killing him!
Why are you going to kill Django?
If he tries to attack me, I will kill him. But I'm not just killing him
just
because.
happened to do the same study.
This guy was like
Yeah. Exactly. And Django, I want to know how I stole money from people.
She just moonlighting as a maid. You got all these.
Does he have a sexy little maid outfit?
No.
Hey, you don't know what he's wearing underneath his clothes.
Hey, yo.
I do not
Oh,
want
that
to.
is true.
Does he have cackle ears on?
Hey, you don't know what's underneath his turban.
That is true.
Also true. Very true.
Anyways, yeah. What's the move?
Let's be an idiot and threaten this guy. No, I regret that decision. No,
Okay.
I'm not.
Alright. There's gotta be some decision here though. I love this. This is every time with Zia. She's like, I'm
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's great. It's so fun watching you squirm. But it's
happened with that?
Yeah, kind of something.
It does. Baron and Zia are fueled by my anxiety.
But it's more when Varen wants
Okay.
to talk to.
calm.
Baron would just be impulse. I would not second guess. That's how I got a cursed axe and did a really stupid deal with a dragon. But Zia, I actually have risk involved.
Yes.
I'm going to just watch him for a little bit.
Sure.
Like, see if he finds what he wants. And then if he does try to leap through the door, I will do the stupid plan.
Okay. How long are you gonna wait and watch him before you decide, okay, no, this isn't worth my time, if he indeed continues to rummage for a while?
3-4 minutes.
Okay, so that would, after 3 or 4 minutes, you'd have about 15 minutes left. Yeah, so you wait that long, and it does look like he continues rummaging. And it looks like it is more than rummaging, like, you get the sense that he's kind of, actually, I'd say make an insight check. 7? 7? Yeah, he rummages for a few minutes, man.
Wow.
Just whistling and humming to himself.
Okay, well I'm gonna
Amazing.
delicately threaten this guy.
Okay, so how are you doing? Are you approaching an invisible dagger out to his throat?
Yes.
Can he feel you behind him? Or is it like you're gonna... Like, are you gonna be standing behind him, dagger to the throat, or are you gonna... How are you doing? Just walk me through it.
Behind,
Okay.
dagger to throat, so that if he does try to move backwards, he will just step into me. So yeah, I can
Okay, sure.
roll stealth with disadvantage to see if I can.
I would say just roll stealth again.
Mm-hmm.
You can still have advantage. There's no reason as of yet to have disadvantage. From when you...
Nat 20!
And a 1.
Oh my god.
That's like...
Nat 20 and a 1.
I can't believe you did. That's awesome for a 28, yeah? Yeah, you...
Damn, I really should have parried this. It would have been 30.
For a second,
No
it wouldn't have been
dice.
30 yet. It would have been 29.
So dice on.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's not
No.
Yeah, you kind of rest the blade against his neck,
rolled
and you do it so softly that for a second he doesn't seem to even notice the blade, and then you chip it just softly, and he stills. He says, "Who's there? Show yourself."
I'm afraid I can't do that.
And why not?
I don't know how. But what are you doing here?
I'm sorry, you don't know how to show yourself.
Yes. It is not within my capabilities. As of yet.
Very well.
I like Django.
Nevertheless.
He's pretty cool. Everyone said Zia was smart. Actually, no, I did say Zia was smart.
Nevertheless,
Anyway.
I could ask you the same thing. What are you doing here with a blade to my throat? Me who has not made any move against you.
Well, yes, I wanted to... If you had noticed me, I wanted to preemptively take action so that you would not murder me. But I do... I'm fond of you, so I will not willy-nilly kill you.
You've heard of me, so we've met before then, have we?
I've heard of you, yes.
You've heard of me. And developed a fondness for them. My reputation must precede me more than I thought.
It does. Yes. Since I do have the dagger to your throat, what are you doing here, as I have previously asked?
It's a fair question, but I fear that before we can continue our interaction, I must correct you of something that you seem to be fairly convinced of. And your dagger pressed against his throat will suddenly jerk backwards as his form puffs away into an incorporealness, and a mist kind of washes
Is
past
he
you,
stepped
and
away?
he appears again standing behind you, and he says,
How are the turntables?
"Your daggers will not hurt me, young
Interesting.
lady.
Apologies,
and-
assuming.
I can hear your voice, and whilst I was not receptive enough to hear you sneaking up on me, that's an assumption I'm willing to make. Nevertheless, my business here is my own, and is not mine to discuss, I'm afraid. Do you care to share yours?
Yes, I'm just snooping for some corruption if any is happening.
Classic. Well, be my guest. I certainly shan't stop you. Depending on how long you've been watching, you can see that I was doing the same, or so similar.
That is true. Well, Mr. Django, I am going to assume that either I have to leave or that you are going to leave. And this is in no way a threat saying if you do not leave.
Oh no, I'm quite happy here. Quite happy. You notice at about this point that his feet aren't touching the ground. He's hovering ever so slightly in the air.
Feet no touch the ground. Feet no touch.
He says, I'm quite content to stay here. But please, by all means, I shan't get in your way.
Do you make it a habit of levitating? Or hovering, I guess would be the word.
When I feel like it.
Interesting.
Especially now, I'm hoping that it will dissuade you from any further attempts at espionage or cutthroatery towards my person.
Alas, I do not intend to murder or torture or kidnap you. But I will be snooping.
As I say.
Did you have anything of use that I could save time with? Find anything useful?
Now there's a good question. Make a persuasion check.
19.
19. He says, I can respect that. There's no point in doing work someone's already done. And I've not been forbidden to share my findings. So I hope that I can save you a lot of time. I confess that most of what I was doing in here was simple reading rather than just skimming. This is dreadfully boring stuff in here. But best I can figure, our Mrs. Shroud is a agent of sorts for the various whores of Timboda. It seems that she is their manager and finds them work in various brothels and does her best to keep them safe. Say what you will of the possession, of the profession, her accounts indicate that she's giving the girls a 35% cut compared to the usual 17. So, whatever your thoughts of her, she is not a stingy one with those that she works for, at the very least. And as far as I'm aware, this is not something widely known to the general nobility. They believe her wealth to have been derived from other means.
Well, she has been
Indeed, it seems quite impressive that she would be able to operate such a large-scale enterprise without it having gotten out before. But alas, Django is... I'm quite good at my job, and so...
Now I feel a little guilty. I don't think I'll plan on stealing from her now. Well, thank you, Mr. Jericho. That is very useful information. Don't know how it could be used. And if she was such a kindly lady, then I wouldn't want to use it against her. Damn. That's not what I was expecting. Interesting. Well, I am going to somehow find my way back. Best of luck to you in your dealings today.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be here for a while yet.
Will I see you in the main hall?
I think that unlikely.
Oh, what a pity. Would have loved to have a conversation with you.
Well, should you ever find yourself able to make yourself seen again, given that you know your name, I would wager that you know where to find me. Feel free to come and have another chat. And as you said that, his eyes will kind of sparkle and will turn a kind of like a rainbow sheen for a second. And he'll give a mischievous smile in your general direction.
Power would kill.
Yeah, he's been able to pick out your general place from hearing you speak. So, isn't looking you in the eyes, but you know,
I would like
as a sense.
that trick you do, stealing money from your guests at your shop. Well, not your shop, but your your place. How do you do that?
I can't reveal all my secrets. You'll have to come by another time and see if you can find the right card.
See, I don't think I will find the right card is the thing.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying that you're a cheat, but maybe I will. Anyway, adieu to you, good sir.
Farewell.
This is gonna bow, but it's not gonna register because invisible. And then I'm going to figure out a way to pass those guards. Actually, no, I need to find a way into the fuck door. I have room in this. Fuck, I have business in this passageway, so.
So I could give you a hand with that if you like.
Oh, please do kindly.
And I say, I'm afraid I'll need to touch you for this.
Ooh.
And how would this help be received at work?
You ask a lot of questions, but that would take the fun away.
You see, I'm not in the business of dealing with people very nicely. And I'm not particularly fond of other people, specifically men, if I dare so assume.
But far more than just that.
Ooh, interesting. Well then... My brain is saying Uno reverse, but I would say please. No, I wouldn't. I would... Fuck, why is my brain not working? Just, yes, as would I. But yeah, how I'm going to kind of like say I'm going to hold my hand out in front of you, and you may grab onto my arm or hand if that is acceptable.
And he reaches out and touches you. Please make for me a
Being stupid.
charisma saving throw. Ooh, because of your specific nature, you can choose to automatically succeed on this throw. As you feel it is the magic that begins to course through you is one that attempts to alter your form.
I'm going to save and be like, Mr. Django, sir, I do not like it when people fiddle with my phone.
Then I'm afraid you shall have to find your own way out of this place. And just Django, please. Mr. is an abomination of the title.
Oh, okay. Well, Django.
Prince Django, if you must.
Oh, Prince Django. Interesting. If you explain to me the nature of your help, reluctant as you may be.
I'm afraid my help is such that once turned away, I can't give it again, at least at this time.
Well, thank you. I shall keep in mind that that is a possibility of yours. I may have questions and queries. Thank you for the attempt at help. I'm sorry that I I'm sorry that it don't work. My
No need for an apology.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna open the door. How long would I probably have? Like 10 minutes?
You'd probably have about 5 minutes of visibility
I
left.
thought so.
Decently long conversation.
Okay. Yeah, I'll open the door and I'm like, I'll whisper underneath my breath, farewell, Prince Django, and then I'll
Farewell.
try and way through.
Okay, yeah, you can do another stealth check to open the door without it being noticed.
No advantage.
No advantage because it's the door opening.
What's that, 13?
13. Yeah, the door opens, but one of the guards does turn and he says, "This one has one." And he walks towards you, or towards the door, so that it's kind of you, the door, and then him, and just pushes it closed again. And you hear muffled through the door, "We really must speak to her about getting locks fixed on these things."
I stand out of the way out of the room.
Not that you can see. There's some windows.
Would I look like I should fit through the window?
The windows don't have open hatches, like you'd have to break through the windows. Or like unscrew the pane itself and figure out a way to.
I'm going to break the window.
Okay.
Oh.
Actually, wait, is Django still in the room?
Yes, yeah, he's just watching where he imagines you've gone.
Mm-hmm. Prince Django,
Yes.
I am back. I cannot get through that door, and I'm going to kindly break this glass over here, cause a distraction, and then slip through that door.
Seems
Is
wise.
that good with you? Do you have
Perfectly alright
means and
with me.
ways of concealing yourself?
More than you know.
Ah, I thought so. Okay, this will work. And I'm going to knock on it with the butter knife. Dagger that I have.
Cool.
Hopefully breaking it,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to.
This would count as an attack, so you would break invisibility. Just so you're aware.
Okay, can I try to unscrew the pane?
You can.
It'll work, but we try.
By what method are you doing this?
Well,
Like,
are they
with your-
literal screws?
I don't know. I don't know how windows are fixed. Like.
Is it if it's not the consequences of my own actions?
Up.
He said it is also 3 to 10 side plan. We'll finish once
Yeah.
this is done, if that's cool with you, Katie.
Shit. Zia is swearing all of this right now.
Yeah.
Fuck. Django, how are you planning on getting out of here? I assume I know you say you have means and ways of disguising yourself, but I know I refused your help, but if I have no way of repaying you a favor. It would just be that you owe someone a favor who you do not know. I could tell you who you owe the favor, who
Why would-
owes you a favor.
Okay.
Words.
He says, I could be amenable to that. Make a persuasion check.
No, that's a 13. That's 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says, it's quite simple. On my behalf, when my master calls me back, I shall appear at their side. But here, this may solve one issue you're dealing with, and he'll go to the window and just it'll shatter, and glass will drop everywhere. So that will have caused quite a noise, though. I suggest that you leave post haste.
Do I want to climb up? What does the outside look like?
You're still on the first floor, so it'll just be a drop of a couple of feet into the grounds. There's like a path that does run around the back of the mansion, which then leads out into the fields that are covered in flowers.
How close is the entrance? Would I be able to get into the entrance in 5 minutes? Well, more or less 5 minutes.
You'd be able to get there before your invisibility wore off.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll climb through the window and then shoot round back.
Cool. And I think that's as good a place as any to leave off for tonight. Ending with a shenanigan. Because if they shenanig once, you best know they're going to shenanig again. Cool. Yeah, so thank you everyone. Thank you guys as always for watching. Yeah, lots of fun. Nice for our 10th session. We'll be back here next week as always and see what the final stages of our ball shall entail. Yeah. Hey, we'll see. This is probably the longest the party's gone without fighting someone, or as far as they can tell, drawing the serious ire of someone powerful.
That is true.
So, congrats to you guys. I am horrified to think of what you'll cook up for next session, but
yes.
I look forward to an equal measure.
More fish skis.
Yeah. Cheers.